Right, hello guys, welcome back. So, in today's video, we're going to be talking about Luna's Howl, the last of the Brave Arsenal weapons that I was kind of interested in to see how it would do in PvE. Now, this was previously a PvP weapon, but it can get some nice PvE rolls that I want to test out that you'll see in the rest of today's video. So, the rolls that I wanted to test today obviously included Magnificent Howl because it has got some reworks with the changes from Into the Light, and we also have a few others, one with Incandescent, another with Precision Instrument that I'm going to test with Lucky Pants later in the video. Same thing with Magnificent Howl, just trying to see how they fare on a Lucky Pants Hunter. And then we're also going to be comparing it to the other solar hand cannons that are direct competition to it, mainly Zhouli's Bane and Epochal integration. Life was always going to be hard for Luna's Howl, specifically in PvE, because of the super strong perks that both Zhouli's Bane and Epochal integration can get, mainly Zhouli's Bane because it can get the double damage perk combo. Explosive payload adds around 10% damage to each and every shot, plus it gives you that sort of infinite range to the explosive portion of the damage. So yeah, we're just going to see how Luna's Howl stacks up versus the already established hand cannons. So first, let's start with the role that I believe you should be getting if you're aiming to get one of these weapons for PvE, which is Subsistence Incandescent. Now, I want to say a massive thank you to Onyx for letting me hop on his account to let me test this role. So yeah, let's see it in action. So we have 13 in the mag and we get a kill. Obviously, it's going to reload us back up to full. Basically, every kill that I get is going to fully reload the weapon. Now, I'm not sure whether having Incandescent also procs for the kills. I believe it does though, because I think that's how it works on the auto rifle from Crota's End. So if you get any ignitions or like scorching kills using the weapon, it will reload it using Subsistence. Now honestly, this is this is fantastic. Like, you don't have to reload at all. You're getting the super strong ad clear from Incandescent. Now I know this is a at light loss sector, but it is still a decent enough representation of how you never have to reload. I don't actually know how many is per kill, so let's see. So we're on 8 now, get 1 kill. Okay, so it's 1 bullet. But 1 bullet is enough, honestly. And multiple kills obviously gets you more. There we go. You see, we went from 9 to 12 to 13, which was from the incandescent kills. I didn't actually have to expend a bullet for that. Yeah, this is fantastic. This is lovely. I'm gonna have to get this roll on my account now. This is yeah. This is quite nice. I love that. Okay, so now I've brought it into a higher level loss sector. This is the Neomuna Thrillerdrome loss sector, so let's just kind of have a look, see how it does. I expect it's not going to perform as well, but it's just kind of to get you guys an idea. So, obviously 2 shots for a kill there, but we still get a large life, I guess you could say, on the magazine, because actually here, we should be getting right up to full. We might even be able to trigger an ignition. There we go, yeah, and it fully reloads it. So even still, even in like, I believe Neomuna is -10 or -15, even in this level of content, it's still letting you reload, or not making you reload as often as you need to. I haven't reloaded once already. Yeah, it's just super nice, even in this high level content. Big fan. This is with Ember of Ashes equipped, so the amount of Scorch we deal is more, so you're going to get more consistent Scorch kills and Ignition kills, but I think if you were running solo, you'd be running that anyway, because it's just kind of smart. So yeah, definitely try and get your hands on a Subsistence Incandescent roll. It is very nice to play with, as you just saw. Very much recommend this. If you don't end up managing to get a roll with Subsistence, you also get Enlightened Action on this weapon, which is a pretty nice substitute. It gives you 50 reload speed after scoring 4 hits, and I'm not sure if the Scorch damage helps with this, but regardless, you get the bonus pretty fast. So I'll just show you guys what this looks like. Coming up to this group of ads here, get a few headshot kills. We should be at the max stack of Enlightened Action now. So yeah, the reload speed's pretty nice. See there, it's noticeably slower. But now if I get 1, 2, 3, 4, pretty fast there. I believe it only lasts for 2 seconds, but in your sort of moment-to-moment gameplay, when you need to reload, you should get at least, 3 or 4 kills before you have to reload. So you should get that bonus when you need it, essentially. This is also where the Epochal integration comparison comes in, because it gets Keep Away or Stats for All Incandescent, which also provide free reload bonuses, but they aren't as substantial as Enlightened Action, though. I believe Stats for All is a plus 35 reload bonus, and Keep Away is 30, but I also know that Stats for All gives a 0.95x reload duration multiplier, which will increase that reload speed even more. Of course, the main benefit that Epochal has is the Nanotech Tracer Rocket's origin trait, plus the fact that it actually feels very nice to use. It's a very solid hand cannon to get to grips with. So there we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have Stats for All procced, and it just feels quite solid to use. The stability is amazing, the sound, I gotta love it, to be honest. It's honestly down to personal preference if you don't have a Subsistence roll on Luna's Howl between Epochal integration and a Enlightened Action roll, because both of them feel fantastic. There you go, there's the Tracer Rocket. does a bit of extra damage. It just feels really nice to use. Luna's Howl also gets heal clip, though I wasn't lucky enough to actually get one in what must have been around 160 tokens plus another legend run. So I actually have this heliocentric here that has heal clip on it. So I'll just show you guys what this does. You know, I'll let these thrall kind of damage me a little bit, and then I'll get a couple kills, reload, basically back up to full health. It's pretty decent, to be fair. Okay, now we're down at red health, get a couple kills, almost back up to full. It's a pretty strong perk. As long as you're getting consistent kills and you're healing, any damage you take doesn't really matter. So now that we've got all the other perks out of the way, I now want to dedicate a whole section to Magnificent Howl and the Lucky Pants synergy that you can get with this hand cannon. I'm also going to be comparing it to more established hand cannons that work well with Lucky Pants, such as the 4th times the charm Warden's Law, as well as Malfeasance with the Vorpal Weapon Catalyst. So how does Magnificent Howl actually work these days? Well, it was changed. Now it kind of works like a kill clip style perk, where if you reload after a kill, it buffs the damage of your next bullet. Now, the exact activation condition is a headshot. So if I go and get a headshot kill, and then reload, you see it says precision final blows, and then I will reload, and that gets converted into Magnificent Howl. So now if I get the another headshot kill, I still keep Magnificent Howl. So if you continue getting precision kills, you keep the buff. So I'll just show you here. We'll get a headshot, which hits for 12,780, and then I will reload. It persists through stow, by the way, so if I bring back to it, it's still there. And now if we get a headshot, that hits for 19,169, which is that expected 50% damage increase that was stated in the patch notes, which is pretty strong. If you can maintain the buff, you're going to be one-tapping a lot of ads, you know, as long as you're accurate. See, we lost it there, but I just have to get it back and then reload. So yeah, pretty nice perk in general. Personally though, the thing that I'm more interested in is how this perk fares with Lucky Pants. Now, it is quite a strong damage buff. As I mentioned, it is 50%. So immediately it got me thinking, how is this going to work with Lucky Pants? And the answer is that it's actually quite disappointing, and it's also incredibly frustrating to set up. Because as you can imagine, you have to get 10 perfect headshot kills before you reload the magazine. Obviously, you can use backup mag to increase that to give yourself a bit of leeway, but if you mess up, you have to reload and stick with the stacks that you managed to obtain. So say that you missed a few shots, you only get 7 shots in the magazine, you're obviously going to be doing less damage if you use that with Lucky Pants. Now, what is the damage with Lucky Pants? I tested this on Greg and we got to around a value of 300,000, which is honestly pretty bad when you consider that Warden's Law is hitting nearly 600k and Malfeasance is hitting nearly 500k. We also tested Precision Instrument on Luna's Howl and that did around 200k with Lucky Pants, so yeah, definitely avoid this weapon if you want to be using it for Lucky Pants purposes. There are far better hand cannons like Malfeasance or Warden's Law, so yeah, this hand cannon was definitely not built for damage with Lucky Pants. All in all, I think it's a pretty solid weapon. I do really like the combo of Subsistence Incandescent, and I'm really going to try and get one on my own account, because to be honest, I've been so tired of using Zauli's Bane. I'm not the biggest fan of the reload animation and the sound, you know, it's not really for me. It is better technically because you have the additional damage perk of explosive payload, but personally, I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference in the long run. You do have a bit of extra range as well, but I'm gonna have to say that I prefer Luna's Howl. Not having to reload does make quite a big difference. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown on Luna's Howl, and I wish you the best when farming for those god rolls. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. If you made it this far, thank you so much. Your support means the world. And if you're really into the content I create, consider becoming a member of the channel, which not only lets you support me in the best way possible, it also nets you a whole host of awesome perks along with it. A massive shout out to these members up on screen, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now, dear viewer.